Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's second video, doing JMA Friday for today's second video. So as on Friday, we're going to have a look at the weather for the month ahead with Japanese and CFS B2 models, and I should get over that for you in a moment. Just say that first video of the day was our 6 AM UK weather forecast, and we got 10 to 14 there with all operating features coming up for you later on this afternoon. Please like, share and subscribe on all of today's videos and content. Thank you so much everybody for doing that. Going to be a channel member live stream at 6 PM, so I shall see all channel members live at 6 hopefully. Wow. I'll let you know about the Friday night live 10 PM public live stream. I'll let everybody know about that a little bit later on. It may be a little bit too much to do 2 live streams in one night with my wrist, but I'll let everybody know a little bit later on. Right, okay, let's start off with week 1, 500 millibar height anomaly from a JMA from the Arctic North Pole view down. So we got the North Pole just here, got the wider Arctic around there, and then got the latitudes through here. So blue is extrapolating to below average heights, which is low pressure. Yellow, orange, and red to above average heights, which is high pressure. These are breaking down to week periods. The first week period will take us from today, the 6th to 13th of October. The next week is dominated by high pressure, ridging up from the south, bringing lots of dry and very warm weather with it. This trough of low pressure in the Atlantic will be putting that ridge under some pressure. Now, big change for week 2. This is the 13th to the 20th of October as low pressure takes over and to the north of the country with a ridge up above average heights to our south. Our winds again, excuse me, are coming in from that westerly direction. So looking unsettled next week with bouts of rain in from off the Atlantic. And then weeks 3 and 4 takes us from the 20th of October to the 3rd of November. High pressure then sitting to our south and east. Low pressure is out in the Atlantic, probably just bringing in a rather unsettled flow from the Atlantic, I would have thought. And very mild with that, going to be, again, pulling wind up from a southwesterly direction. So there's certainly no sign of anything cold coming up in the next 4 weeks, if that is correct. So have a look at trouble and mid-latitude view. The UK and Ireland in the top right-hand corner of the chart as you're looking at it. So again, margin for week 1, 500 millibar height, and only from the 6th to the 13th of October, with above average heights, high pressure sitting over the UK and also over Western Europe as well. The temperature anomaly in the weekend going to be above average in those yellow and orange colours. That's like 1-2 degrees or more above normal. And a little bit on wetter than average side for Scotland, but drier than average for Ireland, England and Wales. Now we go over to week 2, which is the 13th to the 20th of October. A more unsettled look to weather then, with below average heights and low pressure to our north. The temperature anomaly is a little bit above average for the northern half of the country and more above average further south. So still 1-2 degrees in those yellow shadings for England and Wales. And it is also a wetter week as well with above average rainfall. So that's a more unsettled week. And then weeks 3 and 4 takes us from the 20th of October to 3rd of November. Come over here and we see the yellow colours to our south and east. So high pressure sitting to the south, low pressure up towards Greenland and Iceland. Winds coming in from that southwesterly direction. It's another mild and average fortnight with above average temperatures, again especially so for England and also Wales. And again we see rather above average rainfall with an Atlantic driven flow bringing low pressure in from the Atlantic. So once we get the first week out of the way, which is relatively dry, it is quite unsettled, but temperatures are holding up. Right, let's see how the CFS-B2 compares then. Again, these are 500 millibar height, and I'll break it down into week periods. The first week period takes from the 6th to 12th of October. This next week will find high pressure building up from the south, so a lot of dry weather to come and quite warm too. Now, change with the CFS compared to the JMA for week 2. This is the 13th to the 19th of October. Remember, the JMA had more influence from low pressure, the CFS keeping that to our north and west and having a much stronger ridge covering the west of Europe. So that's still mostly dry and warm, actually, there into the 3rd week of October, still bringing up those winds from that southerly or southwesterly direction. And the ridge goes on into week 3 as well. So big difference here between the JMA and the CFS again this week. This is the 20th, 26th of October. Again, we see a large ridge of above average heights, high pressure, covering much of the west of Europe. And even into week 4, actually, 27th of October, 2nd of November, that high pressure is still dominating. So a real high pressure fest today with the CFS. Very, very different to what the JMA is showing. And that will bring lots of dry weather with it for the next 4 weeks. Week 1 temperature anomaly from the 6th to 12th of October, CFS substantially above average in most deep red to, I'm not sure what colour that is actually. What colour is that? So, whatever colour it is, anyway, we're in it, and so that's like 3 degrees or more above average, so a very warm week to come. Week 2 is the 13th to the 19th of October. And again, we see another very warm week ahead. Temperatures 2, 3, 4 degrees above average. Week 3 is going to be the 20th, 26th of October. That one is also significantly above average, 2, 3 degrees or more above normal. Week 4 sees temperature beginning to come down a little bit. The anomaly, 27th of October, 2nd of November, but still substantially above average, in the red colour, so like 1, 2 degrees above normal. Very, very warm 4 weeks to come, keeping this exceptionally record-breakingly warm autumn going. So, as precipitation is concerned, week 1, dry and average to our south, wetter than average to the north. Now, week 2 is the 13th to the 19th of October. It's very wet just to our north. It's dry and average to our south. We're in a little bit of a no man's land. So maybe a little bit more unsettled than it looked on the 500 millibar heights for week 2. Now, week 3, 20th, 26th October, that one also hints a bit wet down. So I'm not sure quite what's going on actually with the 500 millibar heights. I'm not sure how that corresponds to that. Actually. I don't know what's going on in CFS today, to be honest. And then week 4, well, lots of signal really, but looks dry around just to our southwest. So I'm not sure what's going on there with CFS today. The very strong high pressure anti-cyclonic signals that we see there for weeks 1, 2, and 3, weeks 2, 3, 4, you will think they correspond to dry around conditions. Actually, they look quite unsettled. No, I don't know. But anyway, that's how it's looking this week. Just a snapshot of what... I'm a bit befuddled with it all today. But it's just a snapshot, anyway, of what the 2 models are showing. Could look completely different when we do JMA Friday again next week. But a mixed bag. A mixed October, I think, with JMA Friday. But very, very warm October is the signal that is across the whole of the month week. Whether it's unsettled, settled, high pressure or low pressure. The one thing they are in agreement with for the next 4 weeks is a very warm, if not exceptionally warm, 4 weeks to come. Right, well, we're going to be back a little bit later on with your 10 to 14 day. Come back for that later on. And as I say, if you're a channel member, then please check out the channel member live stream. 6 p.m. We'll be live for channel members. And then I'll let everybody know about the late Friday night stream a little bit later on today. Right, that's it for JMA Friday this week. That's all now, and thanks for watching.